What's good? It's that time again. Your favorite movie stars time, aka actors, actresses, your favorite producers time, your favorite moguls time, your favorite music stars time. And there go the boys riding around out of jurisdiction once again. I wonder is that, oh, he's riding too fast. I can't see if the same cop that was bouncing the ball in Chuck E. Cheese when there's kids missing. Kids are missing. And you're in Chuck E. Cheese bouncing the ball. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop playing with me. That's how you play with tax money. You know what time it is. Shout to Commenter Nation, Commenter Universe, Commenter Galaxy. Hold on. I got to talk to y'all about something real quick. Shout to the sources. Here's what I now have a clear, not only have a picture of Victor who's on the list, but this is a different Victor. Now, why is this a different Victor when there was another Victor? Are you guys trying to play? Didn't I say something about the Mandela effect? No, matter of fact, we hitting the spotlight. Didn't I tell y'all something about the Mandela effect? Didn't I say that was the game that's going to be played? Oh, no, this was the Victor. No, it's not. No, it's not. I told you I had the other Victor's last name. This one was different. Turns out to be someone who's African American. Now, what could he have info-wise on this case when you had another one step up and say, listen, I don't want to make the connection I can make. Don't make me make that connection. Because this other Victor who's not being mentioned, not being shown, don't tell me daddy's little boy's getting a pass. Don't play that game. Don't play that game. I see what y'all doing. I see how it's working because it's not the same Victor at all. So where does this Victor fit in? He's a totally different Victor. Totally different last name. I was like, I never seen that last name. I seen it on the list. It is a totally different Victor. And they're still adding to the list, but why does the guy who put up the photo and did all of that stuff? So listen, here's why I say this, the Mandela effect. Because they're claiming this Victor that's African American and his brother. No. It was the Victor whose last name I'm not going to say and his brother that were at the scene. Y'all are slick. You know what? Y'all are slick. Y'all are some slick dudes. That's all I'm going to tell you. That was a slick move, but ultimately, that connection's already been made. So you can say what you want. Let it unfold a certain way, and that's going to come out. This Victor put up the photo, was on live claiming not to be there after he was there. Are you kidding me? And I have a photo of him previously, allegedly hanging with Tentacion after he said he never knew him and was just a fan. Are we going to play this game? Because this Victor I have the picture of, where was he in the photos? There's nothing that shows him even there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is this? What is this? What is this? What's going on? What's really going on, guys? What's really going on? Where are we headed with this? Where are we headed? Oh yeah, just to throw this in, Kendrick Johnson, found in Florida, rolled up in the mat. It has now been released in paperwork, and you can go find it. It's public now. That there were, basically put it this way, it wasn't an accident. It wasn't an accident. He was purposely put in that position with his organs missing. Are you telling me that I'm delusional? I'm delusional with this? Who are the only people who concluded it to have been an accident? Was it not investigators working with the school? Florida investigators, what's going on down there? No, let's talk real. What's going on? What's going on? Let's talk about it. What's happening down there? What are y'all doing down there? What are y'all doing that stuff is coming out like this? But then when the family pushes for a real investigation, something else comes out and you guys scatter. Here's what needs to happen. You need to be held accountable for you giving false reports. I don't care if it's a school official. I don't care who it is. Why is it the people in power slipping by, giving lies out? If this was a Caucasian boy or a Caucasian female, because I have those stories, so it's not being any type of racially biased. No, I have those stories. You get everything right. Everything comes out legit. When I check it, it's legit. Why are these stories funny? Why are these coming out funny? Now it's been found out that it was non-accidental. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Push it off? Find who to push it off on? What's going on? The same thing with this witness list. What's going on? Now, I told you to stop playing with me. I don't know how many times I said that. We've been talking about this type of stuff for a long time. And the reason I'm speaking about it now, I foresee in the future how you're going to twist it to do it even more. So either people take a stand now for information being delivered weird and people being stuck up in power, causing things to happen to certain people because they have the ability to, or let it rock. And next is going to be your child, or next is going to be your sibling that gets caught up in this mess over prejudice-minded people that want to push things in a narrative to get themselves excluded, get family excluded, get people excluded. What's happening? How much is this happening? And it's not just in Florida. Now, here's what's crazy. Did X not speak about the corruption and now we're starting to see it unfold time after time after time again? Are these rappers delusional? Are they really delusional? Oh, is that why he was a threat to the force? Because he had power and he was speaking about it because he was directly being affected by you. What's going on? Where are we at with this? No, better yet, when's justice going to actually happen off of this? Because we're talking about the taking of child and human lives by stuck up prestigious garbage versus what's rightfully should be done. Listen, don't drop a quarter in someone else's plate. You got $100 in your pocket and you skip the next man. Do it for everybody. Keep everybody the same. Be respectful to everybody's pain, not just yours. Not just something that's going to expose your cousin that allegedly is watching kitty porn. And I could go in on that type of stuff. All right, play with me. Go. No. Play with me. Play with me. Play with me so I could get somebody. Because here's my thing. What happens when an investigator, this is local too, to local yo. What happens when an investigator turns out to have family that is involved in these type of crimes, but gets a slap on the wrist, but someone who you caught with a baggie or something like that, you're trying to go full steam ahead. What happens? What happens? What happens to your character? What happens to everything about you? Oh, well, I just talked to the guy, told him it was the first time he cut the video on. He didn't, it was he was just curious. He wanted to see what would happen with the kid in there instead of a grown woman or a man. Is that what you're going to kick? Because I don't see an excuse for that part. See, and that's what I'm trying to say, guys. I'm not talking about it to talk about it. I'm telling you, these guys are messed up. They're messed up. What happens to your badge if it gets found that you had anything to do with alleviating tension around a cousin, a sibling, a daughter or son getting caught up in something like that? What happens? I don't want to know what happens, but I already know that if there's anyone else that you could potentially hit, you're going to take the cake. And that's all that needs to happen. You take the cake for it. They're cool with that. I'm cool with that. You take the cake for it because they did you that favor, or for something so heinous. Like, just come on. Stop playing. So this Victor with the new last name and allegedly his brother, are you trying to replace that with the Victor I seen talking and his brother I have all this info on, who I have admittedly contradicting themselves? What witnesses? Witnesses online? Are you serious? Is this where we're going with this? Because you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Because then it's going to get to who put these guys up and ignored these guys. And that half-butt video you showed. Oh, your video was so contrived. So contrived. You had the big head officer in the way, blocking it like, and this happened, and this happened. Whole head in the front of half the screen. Really? That Jimmy Neutron head, dog, it took up half the screen. Then you pointing with your nose. This happened. This happened. You could have pointed with your nose. Really? Where we at with this? What are you doing? What are you thinking? No, what are y'all thinking? No, for real, what are you thinking? You want to play that? You want to do that with the video, but run down and point out every African American that could have been around, but not show a whole video of who was standing around buying stuff during the time when they released it on social media? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? These guys already exposed themselves. Oh, it gets grittier. Oh, it gets grittier. Let me ask the real Victor a question. The one who you're trying not to point out. And I want everybody to interpret this for me. Victor, what does it mean that you have another guy in the photo? Now, I'm trying to not understand. I'm trying to get to the nitty gritty of this to understand it. And it says friend zoned. Because last time I checked, that's what a girl says to a guy or some type of instance. Is this where your pass is coming in? How does that work? How do you get a pass off of that? That's what I'm trying to understand. Where does your pass come with that? Because I have multiple commenters who've seen that. We all saw it and we were like, what? What is he talking about? One of your buddies saying friend zone. Is this a love quarrel? Is this some type of backup for a love interest? How's this working? What's going on? What's going on? And it's too late to hide your photo. We already photocopied everything you had from the top to the bottom. I even reached out to you to told you to speak. You couldn't even speak unless you reached back with a fake account. Oh, you guys are so fake. It's so fake. And I'm supposed to believe this Victor now, I know is on the list, is the same one? He doesn't even look like you. His last name isn't even the same. He does not have any family that has the same connections I found when I looked you up. So that makes no sense to me. This is all senseless. Where are we going with this? Where's this story going to go next? I don't know, but I can tell you this week's going to be lit still. Because the different things I have to talk about in detail. Come on, man. You sent all your friends here saying, stop talking about my buddy, when you're bragging about being there at the last moments of someone who perished. Is that what your clout is? Who told you to take clout on that? Why didn't you make media debunking the things then? Because you know they're true, right? Or you would have debunked them up front, right? So I guess there's nothing else to be researched here, right? Or you know nothing else, correct? Or when after it happened, you weren't in the comments bragging about it, right? You weren't connecting with other people who were there saying different things, right? Correct? Oh my goodness. See, that's my thing, man. You guys brag about this type of stuff. It's nothing to brag about. This is not funny. And I don't think the couple millions of fans